Damn.
We do this once a week. You think we do?
Dog owners unite. Are you ready to get to know your dog better? Welcome to America's Dog Whisperers with Mark German and Janice Wolf. This program will help make your good dog great and your great dog fabulous. Now, here's Mark and Janice.
Hi, dog lovers. I'm Mark German, America's Dog Whisperer.
And I'm Janice Wolf, New Jersey's Dog Whisperer. Welcome.
I see somebody in New Jersey. That's great. We're actually in Houston, Texas right now, broadcasting from a radio station studio that we're going to be doing an interview with soon. But we've got an hour to discuss dogs with you. If you've been following our show, you've been following along. We're trying to teach you how to correct some of those behaviors that your dogs have that you don't care for. We talked about 4 essentials to a stable dog, what you need to have a stable dog. We'll be going over that again for the new listeners, but just sit back, relax, ask questions, send your questions in so we can answer your questions about the dog that you have and any behavioral problems that you're having with your dog. Remember, we're not dog trainers, we're America's Dog Whisperers.
So, today we're going to continue on about the 4 essentials to a stable dog. We've seen some pretty dysfunctional families with some pretty dysfunctional dogs out here, kind of similar to anywhere in the country. The common theme that pervades all this is that people have issues and then their dogs pick up on issues. Sometimes it's the human, sometimes it's the dog. The difference between a dog trainer and a whisperer is that a dog trainer trains a dog to do a particular behavior. That's operant conditioning. We don't care about if the dog is sitting or lying down or playing dead or rolling over, as long as he's not running out the door, jumping on people, attacking other dogs or people, barking incessantly. And this is more about what the difference is between what we really want and what we think we want. Very often we think we want a dog to sit at the front door. That's not really what we want. We just don't want him jumping on our guests. We don't want him running out the door. So we focus more on what we don't want a dog to do than what we do want a dog to do.
And we also change the human. Without changing the human, you can't change the dog. You've all been doing the same thing over and over for years, but yet your dog hasn't changed its behavior. Unless we can change the human, we cannot change the dog. But the dogs understand this philosophy because all we do is teach canine behavior. This is what dogs do. This is how dogs think. We're just here to teach you that so you understand your dog better. We don't care if your dog sits. We're going to teach you how to correct the running out the door behavior. We don't care if your dog lays down. We're going to teach you how to keep the dog from jumping on you. So by listening to our show every week, and again, thank you to Paltalk.com, Boaz and Gary. Thank you guys for allowing us to share our knowledge and our information with the audience. We welcome questions. We welcome comments. We see some familiar faces that's with us every week. You'll hear about their stories, how their dogs have already changed. And this is somebody in the UK. We haven't seen their dog. We're just changing the people's perspective and their behavior in order to change the dog's behavior. So if you have a certain behavior that your dog is doing that you want to see fixed, write us or email us here and let us know so we can show you what you need to do. You can actually get up from the computer, go do it, and come back, and the dog will have learned a rule. We talk about the 4 essentials to a stable dog in our book. You can get our book off our website, americasdogwhispererinc.com, but in this book it teaches you how to become the dog's leader. The 4 essentials to a stable dog is leadership, walks, rules, and good nutrition. How do you become a leader? Everybody's starting to get the hang of this part about being a leader. Yes, I know I need to be my dog's leader. The problem is nobody's showing people or teaching people how to become a leader. You can't just tell your dog, hey dog, I'm the leader today. You need to show your dog you're the leader by taking him for walks, which is the 2nd essential. Taking a dog for a walk is providing the need of a dog. A dog needs to roam because a canine is a roaming species. We don't want them to roam out there alone. They'll get killed. But by taking them out and walking them properly and for the right reason, which is to look for food, then that's going to make you a leader. By setting rules in your house, in other words, you're not allowed to smoke in my house, well, the dog's not allowed to jump on people. We just don't know how to set the rules with the dog. We're going to show you and tell you and teach you how to do these things. All we need is you to write in and ask your question. How do I get my dog from quit jumping, quit barking, running up and down the halls? Whatever your problems are with your dogs, let us know. We're here to help.
So, basically what we're going to be teaching you every day is what you need to do in order to prevent your dog or correct your dog from doing behaviors that you don't want. One of the main things that we tend to do is we sit and we stare at our dog expecting him to do something. It's not like a kid where you say, go clean your room, and you sit and argue with your 7-year-old about cleaning his room. Honey, I told you to go clean your room, and walk away. He'll go clean his room. He may be whining about it, but he's going to be cleaning his room. With a dog, when we look at them, we get that eye contact. It's fine for that second we tell them, but it's like if I tell Mark, go clean your room, he's going to go clean his room, hopefully, if he doesn't backtalk. But the thing is, if he's a dog and I look at him and I go clean your room, and I stare at him, guess what? He's staring back at me. I'm not arguing with my dog. Honey, I love you to death. I told you not to jump on me. I gave you a bite, and that's the end of that. If we keep looking at the dog, waiting for him to answer us or dance for us or talk with us, I don't know what we wait for, we expect that the dog is going to do what we tell him to do. So the main thing is, when we make any kind of a correction, we're not angry at the dog. Our energy's calm. We're not worried about it. We're not anxious. We're just, honey, I told you not to jump, and then look away. Look up for cobwebs. You'd be surprised how many cobwebs and cracks you have in your own ceilings. So we correct the dog for jumping, look up at the ceiling. Oh my God, I didn't know I had a cobweb up there. Honey, go get the mop. That's what it's about. It's not about us looking at the dog.
All right, there's just a note on here I see from Amara.
Yeah, we got it.
My dog is very vindictive. Well, your dog is not vindictive. Now, what you're probably experiencing is you tell your dog to do something and he doesn't do it, or he jumps on you after you try to correct him. I'm not sure what vindictive means, but dogs are not vindictive. That's humans. Humans are vindictive. Dogs are just canines. Dogs need a leader, or they're the leader. So I need to know a little bit more information about that. What does vindictive mean? What exactly are you talking about? If you're trying to tell him to sit and he doesn't do it, you know, we don't teach that. Why does the dog need to sit? We don't care if he sits. We just don't want him doing a particular behavior like jumping. So if you are trying to correct the dog,